What's up, guys? This is my first vlog. I don't know what's going on with the camera. It's super glitchy. It's like making weird, like, I don't even know what to call that. Like static, video static. Anyways, I'm making this video log, whatever you want to call it, because I want to tell you what has happened to me the past couple of days. Um, Basically, EGL. Fear's going to EGL. We all submitted our passport applications around the same time. I submitted mine around August 11th. I think John had it somewhere around there. Killa did it a couple weeks before, but he didn't get the expedited version where you have to pay extra, so it's faster. And Ricky did get the expedited, and he got his in 5 days. So everyone got their passports besides me and John. So John said he's going to get his Tuesday, which was going to be yesterday, but he got his Saturday night. And I checked my mailbox Saturday morning for my passport, and I didn't get it. So when John said he got his passport, he tweeted out, I went straight to my mailbox and checked out my mail. So I get something like this in the mailbox. Okay, exactly like this in the mailbox. Hold on. I don't know if I'm allowed to show address, but it's basically from the Department of National Passport Center, and this was in there, and I had another like envelope thing, and I was like, I took it out. I'm like, yes, I got my passport. You know, everything's good. I'm like skipping on my way home. I'm all happy and shit, and so I get on Xbox Live Party Chat. I was already in there with Killa and them and John. That's how we found out that John has this thing, I think. Either that or Twitter. I don't remember. So I'm opening my package, opening it up, and I'm like, dude, guess what, Killa? Guess what I got in the mail? He's like, no way. And so I'm opening it up, all happy, all jolly and happy. I get a letter in this freaking priority mail thing. I can't even look at that thing. Basically, the letter said, the application you have submitted has been denied due to the fact that you have submitted an abstract of birth certificate and not a certified birth certificate. If you want to get your passport application going, you gotta get your certified birth certificate and mail it back to us. And they gave me an envelope with like the address and everything paid out for. So this was Saturday night. I get this thing. We're leaving Thursday morning. Sunday there is nothing open Sunday, so Sunday I had nothing to do. I couldn't do anything. Monday, my mom she lives in California. I was born in California. She would have to go to the hospital there and get my birth certificate from where I was born, or however that works. And then she would have to Federal Express ship it to me, which is like $20. It's not about the money, but it would have came here Tuesday. Overnight, it would have came here Tuesday. So I would have had that Tuesday, right? And then I would have to submit it overnight to the New Hampshire place where they process the passports. So it would have gotten to them on Wednesday morning, which is today, this morning. And I'm really sorry about my webcam. Wow, it's just completely awful. But I just need to explain the story to you guys. So it would have gone there Wednesday, and they would have been able to process it and submit it and come back to me Thursday, right? But I'm leaving Thursday morning. I'm leaving at 11:05 is my departure to Philly, and then from Philly we go to England. So I was like, I pretty much told them, I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to pull this off. And I was really upset. Killa was upset. Killa said, oh my, I'm not even going to go to EGL now. I'm not going without Fizz. You know, it's like if Killa couldn't go, or John couldn't go, or Ricky couldn't go, everyone would have been upset because just the amount of chemistry we have together and the work that we put in together. And not only that, we won the 4x4 S&D tournament last week, you know, and we just been looking forward to EGL so much. So it was just heartbreaking for all of us. So we waited for APOC to get on. APOC gets on Skype in the morning, and I pretty much let him know the deal. This was since it was Saturday night, I opened the mail around. You know, the whole night I didn't sleep. None of us slept, and we explained to Killa what's going on. And so Sunday, I told him what's going on, and he's like, the only way I can see this happening right now is if I get you on a plane today to California. And that never even crossed my mind. You know what I mean? So I was like, and everyone's like, yeah, it's probably the best idea you can have. And I was like, dang, dude, that ticket's gonna be a lot of money. You know, it's booking a plane ticket a couple hours ahead. So without a doubt and without questioning it, he got the ticket. So I have a lot of respect for APOC. You know, he put down, you know, the amount of cash. He did just like that. He didn't even question it, didn't think about it twice, and it was completely his idea. And it just really showed how much, he really wanted me to go, and he wasn't gonna let anything stand in the way, because in reality they could have gotten a replacement player like Two Quick Karma, Proofy, anybody from any good team to go and play for Fear. Everyone was jumping at the opportunity when they heard I wasn't getting my passport. Um, so they trusted me, and so Sunday I get to California. I got to see my mom, got to see my baby sister, who last time I saw was 1 year old on her birthday. I got her a huge teddy bear, and then I moved to with my mom with my dad in a different state, and basically, so I got to see my family, and that whole night we were watching the Olympics. The Olympics were great. Whatever. I don't want to talk about the Olympics when we keep talking about my story. So basically, Sunday. Everything was closed, so I couldn't even call in the passport agency. I couldn't call in anywhere. I had to call them all Monday. Right? I call them 6 to 7 times, and for some reason, I swear, for some reason, I was calling them, and it just kept losing signal, and either that or hanging up. And I was just like, what is going on? Why is this happening to me? Like, it's just like something is just making it so hard for me to get a passport. And so that happened. I finally got called someone, and I was gonna go to a different agency, right? 1 to 2 day shipping. So I was gonna do it Monday, and I would have had it in the mail by Wednesday, right? If I go to a different agency and completely resubmit the application and pay another $300. So I was gonna do that. That was already on my mind. So I got my birth certificate from I guess my mom already had it in like some boxes since they moved. We already had a certified birth certificate, and so from there, I was going to go to Beverly Hills. It's a place in LA where they process emergency passports. So I call them, let them know I'm coming, blah, blah, blah. Like, oh, yeah, we could do it for you. We're going to have it in San Francisco on Tuesday, and then it's going to come back straight from San Francisco to wherever you live on Wednesday. So I go Wednesday. Oh, no. So we were going to do that. I call them again, and I'm letting them know. I'm like, hey, so, oh, no, I called a different place. See if I could do it faster than the same day, whatever. And they said, "Oh, we can't interfere with pending cases with the passport agencies if you already have one." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" They're like, "Well, since you told us that you have a letter stating that you need to send in a birth certificate to them, we can't interfere with any other agencies if they already have a pending case with you." So I was like, "What are you talking about? Are you telling me you can't, get me an emergency passport? I'm leaving Thursday morning." I was already irritated by then. So they're like, no, we can't. I called the Beverly Hills agency, and they're like, oh, we didn't know that you already had a pending case. Sorry, we can't do that for you. So 11 in the morning, the only thing I could possibly do is put that birth certificate in the envelope from California Monday, and overnight Federal Express ship it to New Hampshire. So I did that. The postal office service place promised me, guaranteed it. It's on the tracking here. I'll show you if I can find it. It's it's not on here, but it was on when you track the tracking number, it says guaranteed date. So it was guaranteed to arrive there Tuesday. I called the place. I'm like, hey, you're gonna get the letter Tuesday. You're gonna get my certificate. I'm leaving Thursday morning. They're like, okay, that's fine. We're gonna process it. It's gonna be in your mailbox by Wednesday morning, right? Today it's Wednesday morning. I call the place. I'm like, hey, I didn't did you guys have a tracking number, or just send in the passport? They're like, oh well, can you give us the tracking number for your postal office thing? And right when she said that, I knew something bad happened. I knew it for some reason. I knew she was gonna tell me package lost or never came. I knew it. I gave her the tracking number. She says she never received the package. The passport agency. And the whole time I've been cool, right? I busted a mission. The whole time I've been cool. I wasn't stressing out. Right when she said that, she didn't receive it. I just broke down. I was just like so furious. And it's like, yeah, I was crying. I was like, it was not like those like soft cries. It was like those raging, like pissed off, like breaking door cries. Like I was so pissed because I felt like I let my team down. I felt like everything like anything power is trying to stop me from going to Europe. Like literally, I call the postal service place and I tell them what's going on with my birth certificate that's Federal Express shipped to New Hampshire. That's the overnight shipping. That's like the guaranteed safest, fastest way you could possibly have it. They're like, oh well, give us the tracking number. Gave them the tracking number, the United States Postal Service, right? oh, then he's like, wow, I have no idea what's going on with your package. It looks like it's delayed here. We don't really know where it is. Let me call you back. This was 2 hours ago. Guy hasn't called me back. He doesn't know where my shit is. So right then and there, I'm freaking out. Oh, let me tell you something else. When I was on the flight from California back to Colorado, I got a phone call from the passport agency. The phone call that the phone number that they give you is like a it's not the office phone number. It's like an all around like business number for the whole agency, like the whole passport place. So whenever you call them, they can't really tell you what's going on in New Hampshire. They just kind of like the only way to actually get in contact with New Hampshire is supposedly writing a letter. There's no phone number, there's no email, right? So yesterday, I guess she called me during the flight and I didn't get it. And for the first time in my life, I never check my voice messages. I just don't check them. And I was already like, I was like, depressed, and I checked my voice messages, inbox full, whatever. And 18 messages in, she's like, "Hi, I'm calling you from the passport agency," and she gave me like an office number, right? So this is a whole different number. So I needed this number to get into contact from someone in New Hampshire who's actually there, processing these passports. So thank God I checked my voicemail, so I got her number, and she was a blessing, man. She helped me so much. She basically let me know that the postal service what I use is always giving them problems. They always lose things, or it's like delayed and never on time. So she knew the frustration. I told her how I was going from California, flying to California, flying back, like a 32-hour time period. And this at this point I was like freaking shaking, and like I was pissed off because basically what happened is yesterday was the last day that APOC and them could change the name on the flight number, on the flight ticket. They could have changed it to anyone's name and their identity. But I was like, hey, I'm supposed to receive it this morning, and everything should be good to go. And I'm gonna receive my passport this morning. So he trusted me. I mean, he's put so much money in this already, from the sponsors and stuff. He trusted me and didn't get a replacement player because last night was the latest he could do it, and he trusted me. So when I didn't get my passport and I heard about my letter missing and all this and that, I broke down because I just felt like I really um, let down the team and whatever. And I was kind of emotional over it. So, I'm over it now because I got some good news. The lady called me back and she said, um, I can send you a temporary passport tomorrow morning at 8 in the morning. She said it's going to cost you more money. Since I already paid for Federal Express shipping back, it's like an extra express shipping, and I had to pay an extra $30 on top of the 25 I already paid, so it's like $55 shipping, where I can get it before 8 in the morning. Since tomorrow my departure date is at 11 in the morning, so right when I get the passport, I have to freaking jet to the airport, which is an hour and a half away from me. And that was the first time I got good news, and I just feel like something wanted me to break down to the point where like I had no hope at all, and I got good news, and she was a blessing. She helped me, and she was telling me how things always you know for good people things always go to place even though they go through hell for it. So that's just the freaking story, man. So from Saturday night all the way to Wednesday morning, I've been going through hell. I've had like 2 hours of sleep. I've been sleeping on the planes and shit. And the thing is, last night, when I got back home from California, I had to drive my dad to the airport because he was flying out. My dad's going to he's going to Eastern Europe, and he was actually wanting to take the same flight as me, but he got like a super good deal or whatever. And so I had to drive him to the airport with no sleep, and I've just been going through freaking heck to get this passport, man. And just wanted to let you guys know this freaking story because I'm gonna tell the story probably for the rest of my life on how insane these past 3 days were for me. And but yeah, guys, so supposed to get my passport tomorrow at 8 in the morning. If I don't get my freaking passport, she already gave me a tracking number. If I don't get it, then God didn't want me to go to Europe. I don't know why or whatever reason. If I don't, I'm supposed to get it. That's it. If I don't get it, I'm sorry for all the people I let down. I pretty much let my team know that I did everything in my absolute power to get this passport coming in, and that's basically it. And I DM'd all of them the tracking numbers and stuff, you know, just in case they thought I was bullshitting, making shit up, because you never know. You know what I mean? I know they believed me because APOC could have changed the flight replacement. You know what I mean? He could have given it to someone else, but he trusted me. And comes a lot. You know, he got the plane ticket to California. You know, I'm so happy I got to see my mom and my baby sister I haven't seen in like half a year, and it was just an emotional time. Like when my mom dropped me off at the airport, like you know, she started crying, and I started crying. I don't know, my mom cries, I cry no matter what. Like I'm about to cry right now just thinking about it. And it was just like a crazy emotional, like physical drain. And I'm just finally happy I got some good news. Anyways, um, wish me luck for the passport tomorrow, and hopefully I end up at EGL and perform great. And that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. And I'm sorry for the camera. Freaking unreal.